Welcome back to episode 3 of Humble Talk, the podcast. I'm with a special person today, my man Aiden. Shot by Aiden. Thank you for coming on. How you doing today?
Thanks for having me, man. I'm doing great. Super excited to be here.
For sure. So, like I said, episode 3. Today's episode is the life of owning a media company. Me and Aiden have the same interests, so I wanted to have somebody on here that, you know, is into the same things that I am into. So thank you for coming on. So like I said, Aiden owns his own media company, and he does video and does a lot of different things. You know, he's a mastermind in what he does.
Always trying to plug in new skill sets. That's the goal.
Yes,
100%.
Sir. Yes, sir. So, you know, we got to start with message of the day. I sent you these like maybe 3 days ago.
Yeah, you did.
You were excited about it, and I was too, because I think this is some of my best material, because we actually can talk about something that we both love to do, and that's create content. Message of the day is if you want to hold on. Let me pick this up because I'm reading it too fast. Message of the day is if you want light to come into your life, you need to stand where it is shining. So what does that message mean to you when you hear it?
So you can interpret that to a bunch of different things. In all honesty, I feel like a high level representation of that could be like the people you surround yourself with, for example. So, you know, if you want to achieve a certain goal, you want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that want the same goal, have that same drive that you do. Also, I feel like that could also mean something like leadership or mentorship. So if you want to achieve something and somebody has that skill set or that knowledge or that wisdom that you're chasing,
put yourself around
100%. You want to chase them. You want to, you know, digest any kind of wisdom and knowledge that they have to give you. And
that's what I'm doing today. That's why I got you.
Right on.
So, no, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Surround yourself with great people. And I think that's something that people don't do right away. I feel like after high school, you gotta separate yourself from the people that you were in high school with, unless they're on the same path as you.
Oh, man.
You know, if they're not on the same path as you, it's a waste of time, honestly.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about how you unfollowed, 350 people?
Yeah, so today I was just on Instagram, and I was looking at some people that I look up to. And this one specifically, I noticed that, you know, he had thousands of followers. Not really, like he's not super big, but he's somebody that does what we do. He's a photographer. Yeah. He follows 3 people. And one of them is his wife. Mm-hmm. One of them is a person like Roy Kramer, which is another one of my influences. But, you know, and then some other photography page. 3 people, that's it. And that's just the kind of content that he chooses to digest. He doesn't want to see anybody else's bullshit because he doesn't want to, you know, reflect on himself, you know?
Yeah,
so
I got you.
I was just thinking the same thing, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to unfollow everybody, and had nothing personal. I mean, I'm friends with some of these people. If I see them in public,
like, not unfollow me.
No, I know. No, I didn't unfollow you. Go ahead and check. No. Go ahead. No, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't really care to see their stuff. They're not adding value to me. It doesn't mean I'm not cool with them. It doesn't mean I don't rock with them. It's just like, listen, man, I'm going down this path, and I mean, I don't want to see you partying on the weekends every day in your feed, and that's all you post, you know? It doesn't do me anything, you know?
Yeah. Man, I swear. We're like
it's deep.
We're like the same person,
it's
honestly.
Deep.
But no, I agree, because I always preach about, you know, everybody goes out and has a drink every once in a while.
Right.
But I feel like the older we get, I feel like I need to stop consuming things that don't add to my life, like alcohol and going out and partying.
Yep.
That's just not getting me anywhere.
Right.
I want to be further in life, so that means I have to take steps to be further in life. Nobody else is going to hand me what I want.
Nothing.
And going out and spending $40 at the bar and, you know, going out to downtown in Columbus, that shit's boring. Like, that's not the life that I want. It gets really old. Like, I can do that when I'm rich or wealthy or comfortable, whatever the case may be. Like, I would stay in the house on the weekend and edit videos all weekend versus going to the bar. I'm not going to lie to you.
Absolutely.
I'm a content creator, so that's what I feed off of. Like, I want content. I don't want to go out and party. Like, I'm surrounding myself with people. I'm surrounding myself with people like you that do the same thing as me.
Got that drive.
So
I feel like some of it like comes from just like that feeling and that fear of missing out.
Right.
Because you see people having fun. You want to have fun.
Right.
But you don't want to do that shit.
But that shit not fun.
No, I mean,
it's not fun to me, because every time I used to go out, I regret, like, why the fuck am I here?
You get drunk and you're throwing up. You feel like shit. Why do you like?
I don't throw up.
I mean, dude.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Sometimes you just go too hard.
I mean,
when you're just out in that environment, it's just like, what is the point?
It's no point.
You're not networking with people that add value. You're
Exactly.
networking with people that want to do
Right.
party, you know?
Right.
It's just,
I'm gonna
it's
be
not worth it.
35.
Right.
Fucking like, damn, I wish I would have started that podcast. I wish I would have started that company, you know?
Yep.
It's all about, you know, just taking the time and mapping out what you want to do and going after it, and stop
100%.
saying that you're going to do it and actually do it.
Yep.
You know, I got a lot of people that I was friends with that I'm not friends with anymore. They got all these dreams and aspirations of what they want to do, but just like, you're partying every weekend. What about that? What about that clothing line you want to start? Or what about that gym you want to open? You're not doing it. Like,
what happened to that dream that you had in high school, man?
Come on, like that dream in high school that you had is gone. So make a new one.
Yep.
Make a new one and attack it.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing, and that's what you're doing.
I couldn't agree more.
Like,
here's the thing. You only get out of life what you put in life.
Yeah, you're right.
You only get out of something what you put into it. So, you know, if you want to chase a dream or you want to start something new, if you're not taking that time and you're not making those sacrifices, if you're not cutting those right people out of your life and you're not cutting those habits out of your life or whatever that looks like for you individually, you're not going to get to that point, you know?
I swear to God, man. You speaking facts. I'm trying to tell you, man. I talk about this all the time, and to have somebody around me that has the same mindset as me is like golden. I love it. I know. I'm glad to have you here, bro. It's probably my favorite episode.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Question of the day. I usually when I do these questions of the day, I'm kind of like stuck in between. Like, do I want to make it a funny question or do I want to make it a serious question? So this time I just kept
whatever direction it goes.
If you could change two things about the world, what would you change on you?
Violence and hate.
Facts.
I feel like a lot of people, when they get angry or upset at something, they resort to violence and hate. They don't take that extra time to reflect on the situation, to digest, to analyze a proper and mature, in most cases, response,
right?
Which ultimately leads to spreading violence and hate among a lot of people. I have tons of friends. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them to death, but I mean, I'll be out in public with them and someone looks at them the wrong way and they're like, fuck you looking at me like that for?
Yeah,
I'm just like, bro, chill.
like, chill, dog.
Like I literally, I went out somewhere with my buddy for his birthday. This was a little over a year ago. And somebody bumped into him wrong. Instantly a brawl broke out. Like a ton of people just jumping and swinging. He comes out, his nose ring is hanging out. It's just blood pouring down his face. And I was like, bro, what happened? He's like, oh no, some just bumped into me. I'm like, bro, come on now.
Yeah, I can't.
It doesn't solve nothing. I'm not a violent person. I'm pretty good at like talking. Like if I ever get into an argument or something, like I'm pretty good at like talking my way out before resulting into violence or something, which I don't know. I'm a very peaceful person, a loving person. I don't hate anybody or anything really. So it's hard to make me mad to that point. I've never resorted to violence like that before.
Right.
But,
got you.
I mean, yeah, that's 100% what I'd change about the world. Violence and hate. Get out of here. It's not helping nobody.
I agree. I definitely would get rid of hate, because hate keeps the world divided. There's so many things that keeps the world divided, and
tell me, bro.
if it's like as soon as I do something good, it's always gonna be that one person that's hating.
Always.
But they say
you can't escape them.
If you're not doing anything, what do they say? They say if you're getting hated on, you're doing something right, basically.
Yeah.
But
100%. Like there was a quote, something, I think it said that, you know, you'll get 20 likes on your Instagram post, but you'll get 500 views on your story.
Oh yeah, you got people watching you.
They got people watching, right?
Yeah,
they're always watching.
Yeah,
hate you or love you, they're watching. You know?
Instagram is a good example because I talk about this all the time. It's like I got all these followers and nobody interacts with me. I'm a content creator,
right?
Like I give you something that could put put happiness in your life from seeing a certain picture or a certain video. Like I'm not posting, my abs in the mirror every time. I'm not posting me at the gym. Like just shit that people wouldn't give a fuck about. I feel like video and photos is something that can never get old. Like you should always want to see that, and especially if you like my work. If you like my content, that's what I want it to be. I want people to look forward to looking at this podcast and be like, when's the next episode?
Exactly.
Like when you dropping. Like
get something out of it.
Yeah, get something out of it always. Like
right.
So
keep feeding into people, bro. I mean, regardless of the direction this thing goes, you have to stay consistent. You have to keep driving, I mean, you love it at the end of the day. You have to do it with the mindset of nobody's watching and you just love to do it.
Right.
You know? Same with photos.
Right.
You love taking photos. Nobody cares, but you're taking photos because you love taking photos.
Somebody's going to care, though.
Somebody, hopefully. I mean, but you have to have that mindset of just constantly going. Go, because you love it. You're not doing this
for anybody else.
I mean, if you reach somebody, awesome. If you touch somebody, awesome. That means you did something right. But even if you didn't, you're doing it because you love it yourself. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've been doing photography for 6 years, and I feel like the love for it came really fast. You know, my mom's always like, "Whoa, you got to think about money," and I'm like, "Yeah, money is okay, but I wanna love it. Like, I want it to be my passion. Like, I've never had anything that I loved until I met photography. So now that I love it, now it's time to get the money. You know, but then again, like I kind of separate my passion from the money. Right. But we gotta live. We gotta make money off of it. So but no, definitely have that drive and that be consistent. But having a podcast is something that I always wanted to do because I had a radio station in college.
Yeah.
So I went to.
You got that natural like on camera, on mic, like
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Shit, I don't know. You give me some good answers. Yeah, that was a question of the day. Next, we're gonna do sports.
Sports.
So I was going to message you and I was going to say, do you like sports? But I'm like, wait, we went out to eat and we were talking about sports. Of course you like sports.
Yeah. I like sports.
This is a good one. Favorite Ohio State Buckeye of all time. I want to stop you real quick. So we're both from Mansfield, Ohio. Was it Richland Source did like an article, or whoever did an article on top 10 Buckeyes. I looked at it last night. The worst fucking list in my life. Bro, they had some old ass dude at number 1. They had like JT Barrett over Braxton Miller. They didn't even have CJ Stroud on the list.
Bro, people be hating on CJ Stroud all day. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a CJ Stroud fan for sure. Here's the thing about CJ Stroud, bro. I mean, yeah, if you look at him, you're like, man, he's not putting in that effort. He's not putting in that time. He's not putting in that energy. I'm like, bro, did you see him when he played that in that playoff game compared to how he played Michigan?
He's him.
He is him, dude. Here's the thing. I feel like, yes, he was cocky. He was up here for a while. That Michigan L humbled the fuck out of him.
Yeah, we should have won that game.
We did. We literally almost beat Georgia.
Noah Ruggles.
We're not talking about that fucking country.
Noah Ruggles, bro.
Dude. Noah Ruggles?
They paid you, bro. I swear they did. Because what the fuck was that?
He hasn't missed all season.
And then he missed wide left. Right. It was in the stands.
Dude, bro, don't. I already had my week where I had to sit in silence and like contemplate life. I'm like, and that did not just happen right now.
I'm like, I didn't even watch the national championship game. That shit was trash.
Bro, it was a blowout.
Yeah,
like Georgia versus OSU. That was the national championship. We would have beat TCU the same.
Would have beat the shit out of them.
The shit.
They should have had. They should have had Michigan versus Ohio State and then TCU. Then Georgia.
Now I will say after Michigan lost to TCU, which that shouldn't have fucking happened anyway by itself. Michigan's a way better team, which I never would say, but they are. Than TCU. I mean, if they would have beat TCU, I would have felt way worse about Ohio State.
Well, I wouldn't say Michigan is a way better, but they are a better team. But I feel like
Matt Dugan's a dog for sure.
Yeah,
Matt Dugan is a dog.
Yeah, Max is.
Is it nice. Max Dugan?
Yeah, it's Max.
Oh shit. Dugan is a dog.
Dugan.
I don't know where I got Matt from.
I just me as an Ohio State fan, I don't want to be a hater, but I just feel like Michigan has not accomplished anything. I can't give them credit for being good because their running back they had was nice, but that quarterback, I feel like he's mid. Like
he's nothing special.
He's not. He had a good season this year, but remember all those times? What 2 years ago when we
smoked them.
Like he didn't even look like he was supposed to be on Michigan. Like
no,
he wasn't even supposed to be at quarterback. But
here's the thing, like bro, they had a halfway decent like line, like halfway decent, like not terrible, not great.
Yeah,
and so he was landing a couple good passes, and I mean until that runner back got like injured,
that was all they had. But that tight end they got,
bro.
What is it? What's his last name? Is it like Loveland or something? I don't fucking remember.
Maybe
he's nice though. I ain't gonna lie. He's nice.
He's not bad.
He's cold.
Not bad.
They got some good players, but as a team, I feel like they were kind of overrated. And TCU
humbled them. Yeah,
They showed that they were.
First of all, we should have never lost to Michigan. And that's exactly what I mean by you saw how we performed against Georgia. I'm very interested. I wish I could have seen Michigan and Georgia play before that because, I mean, shit, like CJ Stroud like showed up more than in any game I've seen this whole season during that game.
Right.
Like, so, yeah. But favorite OSU player of all time?
That's easy for me. Let's hear it.
All right, what's yours?
No, I'm gonna start with you first. I'm gonna let you think about it for a minute.
Dude, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I have to say Ezekiel Elliott.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's.
I have to say Ezekiel Elliott.
I'm glad you said that because I got a story about him, bro. I was about to make a TikTok. It's gonna go viral as soon as I make it.
Yeah.
So you ever seen the video? It says name a celebrity that you met and you had a bad interaction with. You ever seen that? And it's like
I'm not big on TikTok, bro.
You not?
Nah,
bro.
I'm really not big on any social media except for posting.
You should.
Yeah.
You should get on TikTok, especially the videos that you be making and stuff.
We'll talk about this a little more later. Why I don't fuck with TikTok, but I mean, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I should digest a little bit more.
I got you. But the story was Zeke. So it was what was it? 2014, 2015. You know, he was all right. I don't think,
bro. 2014, he was a dog.
I'm trying to think.
They won the national championship.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Okay, just ignore what I said.
You're good.
Because I remember when he first came, I was like, "Who is this Zeke guy?" And he didn't really do much. But yeah, that is the year. I know this.
Yeah.
Because I went to college down here in 2014,
right?
And I went to the Party Next Door concert.
Oh,
it was me, my mom, her friend, and two of my other friends, and we walking out. Every time I leave Newport. Every time I leave there, like a concert, I always see like a famous person.
Really?
I swear. Every time it's like they come when the concert.
Just wandering around.
Yeah,
man.
Like I seen Cardell Jones. He said what's up to me.
Cardell Jones,
but
dog.
Zeke, I seen Zeke, and I was like, "Yo, Zeke." I wasn't like, "Oh,
right."
I wasn't fanned out, but I was like, "Yo, what up, Zeke?" And his hand was broke at the time.
Right.
And I was like, "Yo, can I get a picture with you?" He was like, "No, man, not right now, bro. Go over there with that shit." Like he fanned me off. So I was like, I got mad. I was like, "Fuck you, you a bitch." Me and my friend was like,
"You
fuck
said
you."
that to Zeke?
Well, he was walking away. I was just like, "Fuck him," cause bro, it's not what it's how he said it. He just waved me off.
He just shooed you off.
Yeah, and then later that night, he took a picture with some girls, and they posted it on Instagram. Like if you go to his tag post, I mean, at the time I was young and I was pissed, but now I look back at it, it's whatever. Like.
There's so many people like that have that kind of attitude.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't running him down like, "Hey, give me a hug." You know, I was just like, "Hey, bro, what's up, man? You a beast? Can I get a picture?" And he was like, "No, man, like he chill out with that, bro." Like he could have just been like, "Nah, bro, not today." But I appreciate you, you know.
Yeah,
but he just kind of like fanned me off like I was a bitch or something. And I was just like, wow, fuck him. But I didn't say fuck you to his face.
Yeah.
When he walked away, I registered. I was just kind of like, well, fuck you then.
You should have been filming, man. Man, fuck you.
Man, but I mean, it's cool. I had an iPhone 4S at that time. So
now
so the video's going to be trash.
Now that we're on this direction, actually, I have a hilarious story about Braxton Miller to share.
Oh, Lord. Go ahead.
You got one too?
Yeah.
Bro, so Braxton Miller, you know, like after he came out of OSU, like, he got injured a bunch of times and whatnot, and then he came out and he played what was it, like 1 or 2 years in the NFL, and then he was nothing. Like he wasn't doing shit. Like he was just existing.
Stayed injured.
Right. So he
played probably like 3 or 4 years.
Oh yeah,
he played for the Browns.
Yeah, that's true. So he came into this ski resort I used to work at in Mansfield, Snow Trails.
I remember when he was there. He posted it.
Right. So my friend actually worked in the rental center, and that day he was working when Braxton Miller came in. Braxton Miller, like, and all his entourage, they were being, douchebags, like, to all the staff and people, and they tried to get free shit. Like, Jackson, or my buddy, Jackson, I already said his name, he made it seem like Braxton Miller was, like, broke. Like, he was begging for free shit, and they gave him a form to fill out for rentals. He just signed his name on the whole paper and gave it back. So this is how my friend got fired because it's from this. He took that paper, he took a photo of it, and he put it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. And like, obviously he was just joking. And, the day goes by, whatever, like 3 hours later, Braxton Miller's management calls up Snow Trails and threatened to sue. So Jackson was like, instantly, of course, they had to fire him, but they were like laughing their asses off while he was walking out the door. He didn't care. He was like, I'm going down in history. But yeah, bro, Braxton Miller, I don't know how I feel about it after that. Like, he didn't want to take photos with nobody. He was just in there begging for free shit and just like, I'm Braxton Miller. I'm the shit. Like, give me shit for free. Like,
wow. Yeah.
When he wasn't even in the NFL. Like, he was literally doing nothing at that point. Yeah.
Ohio State players, it was only one Ohio State player that really was cool. Kenny Guyton. You remember
Kenny
him?
Guyton?
He was like, I seen him from across the street. I was like, what up, Kenny Guyton? He was like, what's up, man? How you doing? Everybody else just dickheads. Like, I don't understand
They just have an ego. And even back then when Zeke was treating you like that, bro, like they weren't getting paid. Like they how they can take deals and shit now.
Right.
That wasn't happening back then. They're just
playing.
Yeah, they're just playing. They have like Instagram followers. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm the shit because I have Instagram followers and I get to be on TV every
Hey,
weekend.
that video, not that video, that voice you doing funny as fuck. Nah, I mean, I can believe that because I would say Braxton Miller wasn't rude to me when I seen him, but he was like acting weird. Like I worked at LA Fitness in I don't know where the fuck it was. I don't know Columbus like that.
Yeah.
But I worked at LA Fitness. I was working there and then going to school and shit. And I seen him and I'm like, this is the time where he fucked up his shoulder. So he rehabbing his shoulder. He working out. Right. And I'm like, that's Braxton Miller, bro. This is crazy. I had my headphones in and it threw me off. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing here?
Right.
So I walked behind him and he kept like looking back. He kept looking back to see if I was like about to touch him or something. And I'm like, I'm not about to fucking touch you. Like he just kept looking back. And I'm like, wow. But I seen him at the mall in Players. And I named my son after Braxton Miller.
Really?
Yeah. My son's name is Braxton.
Okay.
And my son was like, what? Let's say like 2 months old, and we were in Columbus at the mall, and I seen Braxton. I'm like, Braxton Miller. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I should go up to him and be like,
I named my son after you.
No, like, can I get a picture looking ass? But I'm glad I didn't, because now that you say that, he probably would have been like, no, man. Not today.
Right, bro.
But I mean, he might not have been, because like, I'm like, I named my son after you, and he's 2 months old. Can you hold him?
It's all about how you approach people, bro. Like I've met rich people, I've met billionaires, I've met millionaires. I'm around them every single day. It's all about how you approach people and how you present yourself. Like first impressions are everything, you know. If you walk up to someone and you treat them like a human being, the fact of the matter is they're gonna treat you like a human being. They're not gonna if you run up to them like, bro, let me get a photo, let me tag you, let me show my friends. Like, dude, when I see people doing that, I'm like, what are you doing? Like this one time I was in line for a haunted house or something, you know, and I was with someone and they recognized the people standing behind us in line. They're TikTok famous or whatever. Yeah. And like there's people running up to them trying to ask them for photos and shit. I turn around, I'm like, hey bro, you look familiar. And he goes, yeah, I'm on TikTok. And I'm instantly like, oh, this guy's a douche. Well, I don't have TikTok at the time and I don't know who this guy is. So I literally looked at him, I'm like, oh, well, I don't have TikTok. That's really interesting. Instantly his face is like, oh, you don't have TikTok? Well, I was like, yeah, you must just have a familiar face. He's like, oh, well, yeah. And he had nothing to say. I was like, so you're on TikTok. Tell me about that. And he's like, well, I do videos and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, what kind of video? I just started a conversation. Instantly, that got into business, right? So I'm like, oh, yeah, well, I actually own a media production company. I actually make videos for a lot of influencers and people just like you. He's like, oh, really? Well, I own a roofing company, and I've been looking for somebody to do drone work. And I'm like, oh, awesome. Here's my phone number.
I know you're talking
about. Yeah. Instantly got his phone number, contact info. And, you know, I did some work for him. And, yeah, so that's how that went. It's just about talking to people, bro. Right. Act like a human being. Don't act like a fan. Don't act like they have status over you. They're even level field. You know?
They going to feed off that shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
It is.
Wow. I know what you're talking about. I seen that video. That video was fire.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
For sure. Yeah, that's crazy. But, I mean, my favorite Buckeye of all time would probably be Troy Smith.
Man, even after saying you named your son after Braxton Miller?
Yeah, honestly, Troy Smith.
All right.
I mean, Braxton Miller's in there, but Troy Smith, I grew up off of him, and it was just like, he was a guy.
I'm not going to lie, I have no idea who that is. I know.
Oh,
That's disappointing. What did he play?
Quarterback.
Man, I'm really disappointed in myself.
He won Heisman.
Oh, I'm all right, I'm out.
It was like 06.
We out.
Wow.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we had to cut it after that one because, bro,
had to collect my life.
Just go on YouTube after this and look up Troy Smith.
I will.
He was a guy.
I got homework now.
He was like my favorite Buckeye ever. Like, I swear. I like Ted Ginn. I like James Laurinaitis. All of those, but Troy Smith, top of my list.
I'll have to check him out for sure.
On to the NFL though. On to the NFL.
All right.
So after this weekend. Games, let's say Josh Allen choked. Joe Burrow is that guy.
Dog.
Jalen Hurts still looks good. Brock Purdy looked okay.
We got to talk about Brock Purdy for a sec. Just like everyone else is right now. Really quick.
Let's go.
How fast is this episode going to get out? Before the before this weekend? Or?
I mean, it depends how long this episode is going to be.
Okay, so everybody is obviously sleeping on Brock Purdy. Everyone's talking shit because he's literally the Mr. Irrelevant. Last draft of the whole,
Right.
He showed out. He showed out against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
He did. I watched that game. I'm disappointed in the Cowboys because, in all honesty, I wanted the Cowboys to win that game. I know a lot of people that lost money. Listen, I just don't like San Francisco. I think that,
Whoa, when my dad watched this, he's going to hate you because that's the biggest San Francisco fan I know. That's my second team because of him. I'm a Packers fan, but I love San Francisco because of him. I want to see them win a Super Bowl.
I want to see Joe Burrow win a Super Bowl, bro. He should have last year.
I wasn't sold on the Bengals, but now that I'm betting, I'm like, Jamar Chase, give me a touchdown.
They made it this far 2 years in a row. I'm sold, bro. I think Joe Burrow is going to take it all the way. I'm still Cincinnati all day. Let's get to the Super Bowl and let's get a W on for Ohio, please, because we all know the Browns aren't going to get it.
Hell no. No, I'll root for the Bengals just because it's Ohio.
That's fair. That's valid. I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, come on, man. What's your actual team?" Like,
what is your actual team?
My actual team is the Browns. And that's not just because it's Ohio. That's not just because it's Ohio.
That's
fair. Why I could talk shit about the Browns.
I root
I'm
for
a Browns
the Browns
fan.
too. Browns is my third favorite
100%.
Because my grandpa that passed away. Right. He loved the Browns. So, yeah, Browns is my third favorite team. So, but Super Bowl prediction. Let's hear it. Okay, give me a prediction that you think is going to happen, and give me a prediction that you want to happen. They might be the same.
I think the Eagles are going to win this weekend. And I really hope Cincinnati wins. So I kind of want to see Eagles in Cincinnati.
So who you got winning the Super Bowl?
Cincinnati. That's not even me being biased. Now, realistically speaking, that's what I want. Realistically speaking, I mean, there is a chance, and I really don't want to say this out loud, just manifestation, but I mean, there is a chance that the 49ers will beat the Cincinnati, and then it's probably going to be Eagles and 49ers. I think the Eagles are making it regardless. It all because Patrick Mahomes got injured.
Yeah.
So
you thinking 49ers and Bengals?
I'm thinking 49ers and
Bengals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I getting divisions mixed up?
Yeah.
100%. That's fine.
I was about to say.
I was thinking about two different topics.
I got what you were saying. So from the NFC side,
so people here are gonna be like, "This guy knows nothing about."
No, you should have heard you should have heard Montana on episode 1. He was like, he said some dumb shit. I'm like, bro, he don't know sports. You know sports enough, but I mean, divisions it can.
Well,
be
here's
NFC
the thing.
and the AFC.
Here's the thing. I just got into sports like this year because
I couldn't tell.
I grew up skateboarding and snowboarding. I never ever was like, I played soccer in high school, but who didn't? Like
I did it. No, I get it though.
Yeah. Like I just did it because it was something to do, and my friends did it. I didn't care about soccer like that, and I never cared about sports. I was a snowboarder, skateboarder. Like you just don't really pay attention. I always watched OSU football, obviously, but I didn't get into NFL and all that shit. So I mean, I'm still learning, but I'm picking up on it a little bit. I'm picking up on it. Everyone that I'm around every day is always talking about it. So I have to learn it.
Yeah. So Eagles and 49ers playing each other, and then Bengals and Chiefs. So I honestly. Okay, this is my dilemma with the NFL. I feel like there's always a story that they're trying to sell people, like
scripted.
I kind of feel like it's scripted, but then again, not. But I feel like Patrick Mahomes, they're like, well, he needs to win a second Super Bowl. Joe Burrow needs to win his first. There's always a storyline, but I feel like for the Eagles, they're inexperienced when it comes to the playoffs. Most of the team ain't been to the playoffs yet. Like this is Jalen Hurts' first time.
They're low-key the underdogs. Same with Cincinnati.
Yeah, they're the number 1 seed, but
at
the same time, people are expecting them to potentially win, but maybe not. But Brock Purdy, I'm not really sold on him the way he played last. He played good.
He did play good, but not great. You see the way he was throwing it out of bounds, panicking and shit. Like that.
He was playing smart football.
Like he was, but it was just stuff like he could have done something like.
But that defense. Jesus Christ. That defense, that's the best defense in the NFL.
Oh, it's good as fuck. Yeah.
That shit is crazy. Yep. They gang tackle. They're intercepting everything. Like that defense wins championships, but their offense is better without Jimmy Garoppolo. That offense is on fire.
You think so?
But yeah. Debo Samuel, fucking monster. Christian McCaffrey, monster. Ayuk, monster. George Kittle, monster. I just feel like they played a good defense. Dallas is the best defense they've seen all year.
That is.
Dallas had a good defense. So,
right.
Eagles defense, I'm not really sold on their defense that much, so I think it will be a great game. It will come to the end. But I really want the 49ers and the Bengals to play in the Super Bowl. But I want the 49ers and the Chiefs to play too, because the Chiefs the 49ers got cheated. I kind of feel like a little bit. Some calls really went Kansas City way, and Patrick Mahomes.
Why do you think I'm not betting on shit right now?
Yeah,
so
fuck betting.
Uncertain.
NFL just fucking shit up.
Anybody could win. Anybody. At the end of the day, bro, any of these 4 teams could come out on top.
Exactly. So that's why I just said just make a prediction. I don't know
Right.
what it's going to sound like. But, I mean, those are good predictions. So, but, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Time will tell.
Joe Shiesty. Music. We ain't really talked about music a lot, like off camera, so I don't really know what music you listen to.
I listen, bro. My music variety it's so broad, and I know that's such like a
cliche.
Yeah, that's something that everybody says, but at the end of the day, like if I was to pull up what I was listening to this morning, bro, like I literally just to name some bands and some people, like I listened to Frank Ocean, I listened to. The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, old Kendrick Lamar, of course, Future, and that's just like rap shit. And then I also be listening to like the Kooks.
Who the hell is that,
bro? These are like some indie and rock shit.
Got you.
There's I listen to Backseat Headrest a lot. Like, bro, music you probably never heard. Like, it's all indie shit. Like, here, I'll play a little snippet of one while you tell me what you like.
I literally been listening to No Cap, some old J. Cole, some old Drake, Juice WRLD, John Legend, Babyface Ray, Polo G.
Right on.
The list goes on. Flora.
This is the shit I be listening to. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I listen to it all. I don't limit myself to one genre. Mac Miller.
I don't blame you.
Now, if we're talking like favorite artists, I can tell you that right now.
That's what the question is.
I thought you were just talking about like
no,
general music. Favorite artists.
No, you can say that too, but I was getting to the question. The question is some of your favorite artists of all time. Go.
Mac Miller is definitely up there. XXX Tentacion, definitely up there. Juice WRLD is definitely up there. I'm going to have to say probably Coldplay. I don't know if you like Coldplay.
Fire. I love
You
Coldplay.
like Coldplay?
What?
Bro, I saw them live in 2016.
Are you serious?
Nobody fucks with Coldplay, bro.
I love Coldplay. I actually
Coldplay.
looked up and seen. I was trying to see if they were going to be in concert, but they're not. My son's favorite song is Sky Full of Stars.
Really?
Favorite song. I play that right now.
I love Sky Full of Stars. Yep. Such a good song. Such a good song.
I love their music because I can literally use it for anything. I can use it for driving down the street. I can use it for a film. I can use it, for working out. All of that.
It's so broad. Like
it is.
Not one of their songs sounds like another one of their songs.
I love Coldplay.
It's so broad.
Yeah.
Now, if I was to dive into it a little more, I would probably say like old A$AP Rocky is definitely up there too. I love A$AP Rocky, bro. Let's see. I'm trying to think of more bands and not just rappers because, I'd be listening to so many people. Field Guide, so he actually makes like fucking sad acoustic music. I play guitar and drums and piano, so I just really appreciate it.
You trying to teach me how to play the piano, bro?
Shit, bro, anytime.
I'm for real.
Anytime. Let's go. Let's run it. Let's run it, bro. It's just once you figure it out, it's just like, oh, that's you'll start to hear like chords when you listen to a song and be like, oh, that's a C. That's a D,
I be playing with it and it kind of sound good, but I want to learn.
You said it kind of sound good.
Yeah, I want to learn some shit though. But
yeah, you could get there for sure. Just practice.
But acoustic, I love acoustic.
Okay. Oh yeah. So one of the bands, I'll plug you into some people later. I don't want to go too deep into it, but yeah, definitely all the fallen rappers. Rest in peace. I really liked Key Glock. When I'm like really hype, I'd be listening to some Key Glock.
Key Glock, yeah,
some Young Dolph.
I can't get into Key Glock. I like Young Dolph, but I can't get into Key Glock.
You probably just need to listen to the right songs. If you're in the right mood, I don't bump to him all the time. Like it's only strictly when I'm like snowboarding. Like I'm just hitting rails and like doing shit. Like I'm just got to be
being
hype.
Shaun White.
Being Shaun White without the hair.
Right. Nah, I definitely.
How about you?
I definitely feel that. Of all time, Drake for sure. Drake, like I grew up off Drake. J. Cole. I love J. Cole.
Oh yeah,
I've seen all of them in concert. So like,
really,
yeah, I've seen J. Cole in concert. Young Thug, Jaden Smith, Party Next Door. Post Malone's one of my favorites.
I love Post Malone.
I seen Post Malone twice.
Wow.
I seen him last
Lucky.
year, and then I seen him in New York. So
I like MGK. MGK used to have a festival where we're from. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's like
I've been to that, so I saw a ton of
like
people.
a drug fest.
I saw. It is 100%. I snuck in before I was 18, bro. You
For
can walk
real?
through the woods with your buddy. Like literally, one of my friends lived like on the other side of the property. We'd walk straight through his woods, and we were in. Like that's all it was.
Yeah, MGK. I like his old stuff, and I
I
like some of his new stuff. Like when he started doing it.
It's different.
Yeah, when he started doing
different.
like rock, I couldn't.
There's some of his songs that I like a lot that are newer, but I mean, most of it is just like, man, like.
Yeah, no, MGK.
Imagine Eminem starting to come out with a rock album like type shit.
No,
it's just not good. It's just not gonna happen. No, but I saw Shoreline Mafia when they were together still. I don't know if you remember Shoreline Mafia or not.
I heard them before, but I don't know who they are.
And MGK performed Youngblood. I saw 21 Savage.
Yeah.
Savage, Tyler Yahweh, who's one of Post Malone's best friends.
I've seen.
You like Tyler Yahweh? Dude,
he was
he's
there.
fire.
He was there. Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
He's so underrated, bro. Nobody. I
Yes.
feel like nobody really knows him, but he's so fucking good.
Yep. I've
He's
seen
so
Earth
good.
Gang.
Earth Gang's good too.
They opened up for J. Cole.
I just added one of their songs on my playlist the other day.
Did you?
It's really good. Yeah.
I seen Roddy Ricch twice.
Yeah.
I seen him in Cleveland, and I seen him with Post. Roddy Ricch was a beast, bro. Like
I would love to see Roddy Ricch.
Oh my god, I feel like Post Malone and Drake was my favorite two.
I saw
performers.
DaBaby.
Did you?
Yeah, DaBaby was there too, but he sucks. He at the time, I don't know if he's gotten better. He sucked at performing.
Some people
was
can't
like,
perform.
I do what I want. I'm the XCO. yeah. Like just screaming in the mic. I'm like, bro, what are you even saying? Get this guy off the stage.
You know who's not a good performer?
Who?
Future.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, he was like.
I
I love Future, but like performing, he has no energy. He like let the song do all the talking.
He's just baked as fuck.
Yeah, he probably is.
He doesn't even know what state he's in. He's just like, I'm here to fucking perform, man.
man.
All right, what y'all
He came
doing?
up out the ground, and then Drake brought out
did.
LeBron too that time. It was here in Columbus.
Oh, for real?
That shit was lit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically all my favorites of all time. I seen Juice WRLD too. Sorry,
Man,
I didn't mean to hit you with that one.
Man.
Every time I tell somebody that,
Dude.
they're like, "Are you serious?"
I'm upset.
He was
wish
here
I
in
could've.
Columbus. He was with Kevin Gates, but it was like so unorganized. I didn't want to see Kevin Gates. And Juice WRLD showed up late. He was still in L.A. when Kevin Gates was performing.
Oh, he was 30'd out for sure.
For sure, he was on that plane.
You seen that movie that came out about Juice? It's sad as fuck seeing how much drugs he actually did.
Yeah,
bro.
bro. I didn't know he was that addicted. Like I really didn't know. It fucked me up seeing it.
You were gonna bring up his girlfriend too.
Yeah, segue. Yeah,
Good,
that's the
this little
next
flow,
topic.
Little flow.
Next topic. For everybody out there, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the shit that Allie is doing. And I'm not surprised by her behavior. So Allie Lottie's behavior after Juice WRLD's passed, and we're going to talk about that right now. Let's hear it. How do you feel? What's the first word that comes to your mind?
Piece of shit.
That's 3 words.
Damn. Shitty. We'll just say shitty. Shitty.
Disappointed. No,
Disappointed.
I agree. It's just, it's fucked up how you die and then people do shit like that.
Didn't she sell, she gave a piece of jewelry that Juice gave her to her boyfriend?
Watch.
Yeah, a
Really?
watch. Yeah. That's
And
absolutely
he wearing his coat.
fucked.
He's wearing his coat.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
That
That's
is the
weird.
most disrespectful shit I've ever seen. I'm not even saying that as a Juice fan. Like, if you do that with anybody,
Right.
disrespectful as fuck.
Right.
I can't respect that.
At all.
At all.
I don't respect her. Like,
If
I never
die,
really liked her anyways.
If I die and I have one thing before I gave you my dying breath, here's my watch. I want you to have it. I'm always with you. And then a year later,
Right.
she's fucking another dude and giving
And he's like,
hell no.
He's like 19 years old.
Hell no. What the fuck? How old is Allie Lottie? Is she like 22?
She's like, I don't know. I don't know how old she is, but I know that kid is young.
That kid's way too young to be carrying a rollie around that belonged
Yeah.
to Juice WRLD. That's for damn sure.
And then they went to jail. You seen that?
Yep.
And then she got out and got a car. I'm like, where is this coming from? But I feel like she don't got any money because all his money went to his mom.
Bro, I literally am going to say
Maybe?
this.
I don't know.
I'm going to say this, and I want you to take it as an open mind. I think Allie Lottie was the mastermind behind
his death.
all of the drugs and his death and all the money and
He
the
said his
laundering and
girlfriend
shit.
was the plug.
Yes. Like, he was literally exposing, like, the whole operation, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, I don't know. I always feel like, and you watch that movie, bro, she's always doing a line, rolling up, like, in the background, always. Like, 24-7. He's doing his thing. She's just back here just fucking, like, lining up coke and just snorting coke or whatever. It's just like, bro. something bigger was definitely going on. I feel like Juice wasn't like, he didn't want to be a part of it, but he was, unfortunately, because that's what that scene is, you know? It's sad.
Oh, I seen the Kid Leroy too, because I was just about to say, I didn't know he was on the plane. I didn't know he was on the plane. And he was.
Man, young Savage right there.
I love the Kid Leroy, bro.
I love the Kid Leroy.
Think about it. I've been to a lot of fucking concerts. A lot of fucking
I need to go. I need to go to them more, bro. I never make it a priority.
That's one thing you need to make a priority. Concerts will change your
I have gotten
life.
To travel a lot this past year, which I didn't get to do like ever in my life. The farthest I've been away from home was Florida, and like I got to go all the way out west to San Diego, to Vegas, to down to Florida again. This year I'm going back out to San Diego twice, Puerto Rico, going a bunch of places. So I'm super excited about that.
I feel you. We still got to take that trip to South Carolina.
We do. Shout out Dante.
Dante boy. Yeah, we're gonna take that trip for sure. I just got to get my ducks in a row, got to get some shit going. But, I just feel like I said, I feel like she is going to hell. She is not a good person.
Bro, she sold her soul for sure. She
definitely sold her soul. She's not a good person. And I feel like Bibby is taking it the hardest. Him and his mom, Juice WRLD's mom and Bibby is taking it the hardest. Allie didn't give a fuck. No. Maybe, well, okay.
I don't know.
Hear me out. This might sound stupid, but maybe she's reacting in shock. Maybe she's in shock. A lot of people, and they say when people are in shock from death, they do the dumbest shit. And they don't realize like what's going on. Like maybe that's it. But
that's the thing. We'll never know.
So
what can we say? What can I do? It's just I'm sit back and watch.
Did you see when she said, "Oh, you guys don't really know the truth of how he died"?
Right.
What's the fucking truth? Let's hear it.
Now, you know what I would love to believe? That he's not dead.
Me too. Because when he died, part of me died. I ain't gonna lie, because
part of me died too, bro.
Because Juice WRLD was different. Like Juice WRLD was like. He was like, I don't know. His music just changed lives. Like that sounds cliche as fuck.
No,
but him and X and Mac Miller, like all their music changed people's lives.
And here's the thing: like when you sit back and listen to X's music, like if you listen to it back then, you might not have fucked with it like that. But you listen to it now, it hits completely different.
It does. I swear, and I'm guilty of that because when he was alive, I liked this music, but when he died, I liked it even more. I was like that with Mac. Like I listened to Mac in middle school, and then I was like, I don't like his new sound.
Uzi just dropped a song with him.
Who?
Uzi just dropped a song with
For
X.
real?
You didn't hear it?
No,
bro. It just came out yesterday.
Oh shit, I gotta listen.
X and Uzi, yeah. Shout out to Uzi for that.
Is it like hype?
No, it's like low key.
For real?
It's you should definitely listen to it. It's a good piece.
Okay,
it's a tribute. It's good as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play it on the way home.
Honestly, I just appreciate anything that comes, any of these dead rappers every once in a while. Like Mac, if Mac dropped a song right now, like he kind of like he still dropped music every once in a while. Like his team still released some of his stuff, but I'm surprised to hear something come from X after it being this long. Like I thought he was done. Like that's the thing. Like Juice, he's got so much unreleased music. Like when I'm 100, whenever I die, like he's still gonna be releasing music. I feel like
Juice got some of the best unreleased music. Though.
X, I don't really feel like
nothing. It's like silent.
I feel like Juice even knew like he was gonna die young. Like he talked
about his death. He predicted how he died, and then he died. Like in what song is that? He predicted how he died in I will. What song is that? Damn, I listen to that all the time. Righteous.
I will. Oh my goodness, and I'm feeling righteous.
Righteous. Yeah, he predicted how he died in that. He said coughing, wheezing, and bleeding, or some shit like that. He predicted how he. Like a lot of the rappers do predict their death.
Yeah.
That's why I feel
coughing, wheezing, bleeding.
Yeah. Some conspiracy theories are like damn near on point sometimes, but some shit is stupid.
I know, bro. But it's like, and that's the thing. Like X didn't. I feel like it caught him so much by surprise. Like four dudes just pulled up on him and shot him when he was just at a shot.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
That's so fucking sad. And that happens way too often than it should now. Like to a bunch of people.
That's another topic for another day, man. I don't even want to get into
Nah. We got a schedule to keep.
For sure.
What are we? 44 minutes deep. See, this is good. This is good content.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is the best podcast episode that I have.
Have me back sometime.
I'm trying to tell you.
Have me back sometime. I got you.
Tell you, yes, sir. So, main topic is the life of owning a media company. This guy right here is a great guy. He owns his own media company. He does videography. We click already. So. Glad to have you on, but main topic. I sent you some questions, and I kind of thought like, did I want to ask more or did I want to not ask the cliche questions? But I'm hoping that some of these we can get some information out to people watching and,
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
maybe get some advice to some people that want to start their own media.
Yeah, 100%.
So my first question was your story on how you got started and a little bit of your background.
So my story essentially boils down to when I was younger, I was a skateboarder. I mentioned that earlier. And my grandpa came outside one day. I was at his house skateboarding, and he gave me this little camera. And he's like, I just got this at Walmart the other day. You want to use it? I was like, yeah. And I was super excited. I was probably like 7th grade. I had super long hair. So I set it up on a tripod, and I would film myself skateboarding for like hours. And I'd go inside and I'd watch myself. And like, that's how I got better at skateboarding, you know? And I started making these montages on Windows Movie Maker on my grandpa's computer, and I loved them. They're like 20 minutes long, like so bad. Like this camera quality, it's like 480p. It's literally this big, like tiny. And that evolved to me upgrading to an iPhone 4S. You remember that shit? Yeah. That was my upgrade. I didn't have a computer yet. I was editing everything. I was editing everything on my phone. I was filming everything on my phone, and that was life-changing. That's when I started like making edits, and I started watching a ton of these guys like Roy Kramer, Jake Angelus at the time. He was a YouTuber. He was making edits. Like his vision I wanted, so I was trying to replicate it and stuff. And then I realized I hit a wall. I couldn't get the quality that he was getting because I didn't have a camera, and I couldn't edit to the quality he was editing because I was using iMovie.
And that wall that you hit, that wall is very important. You got to hit that wall.
You do
to jump over that motherfucker and become great.
Yep. So I'm going to summarize this as best as I can. You know, I'm going to skip a little bit ahead. So I started, you know, making videos. The ski resort I was just talking about, they reached out to me because I'd make videos off my phone at that place, and they offered me a job. So I was like, oh, bet. So I got to go there. It was the first time I got to be hands-on with like actual camera equipment. So I worked there for a couple of years in the winters and whatnot. And over time, I got involved in some stuff. Like I started smoking weed, and I started not really caring about, you know, a bunch of stuff. And in a lot of this is the first time I've publicly spoken about this. But essentially, I was just going down this wrong path, and I didn't really see a way out. I started losing my passion for video, and I started because I was just numbing all my feelings, you know, like whatever. I was really smoking a lot, 100%. So once I got out of once I like, you know, was getting into that habit, I got fired. I got fired from Snow Trails, and I got fired from my part-time job at Best Buy at the time too. And that pretty much just made me close any kind of desire to make videos anymore. So I went that whole year. I was a waiter at Applebee's. You know, that sucked. And I ended up getting together with one of my friends. And up to this point, you know, I hadn't made a video in like a year. I really just wasn't doing it. And I made a video with one of my buddies. I edited for the first time in a long time, and I realized how much I really loved it. And like I was like, man. So I eventually ended up getting my job back at Best Buy after pretty much I had to not only earn the respect of my employers, but also my coworkers, because
what year was this?
This was 2021.
Oh, this is recent.
This is recent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you ever?
So I got back into my video journey probably like, I want to say July, August of 2021. So literally I took about a year break from video altogether, and I just wasn't chasing it. Like I wasn't passionate about it like I used to be, which sucks.
Yeah.
So then I started kind of making more videos on the side just for fun. I wasn't like doing it as a business. I was working at Best Buy really, really fucking hard. I was working 40 hours a week, whatever, like picking up shifts, overtime, you name it. Like I was doing it, you know.
You probably seen me on my breaks sitting down at the bench at Target.
Oh, probably.
I worked at Target for 6 years.
We were right across the street, or right next to each other.
I'm surprised you didn't see me.
I probably did.
I was on that bench, you know, that little bench that halfway all the time.
I know exactly where that's at. Yeah. I walk over there and get some chips or something during all the time. But anyway, so I would say mid-December, I was with my roommate at the time in this house that I lived in Mansfield, and I was talking about how much I wanted to get into video, like for business, and I was telling him all my concerns, like, bro, I just don't know if I can get into this. I just don't know if people would like this. I don't know if they pay. And he stops me, cuts me off, grabs my shoulders, and goes, bro, just do it. And I was like wide eyes, like, holy shit, okay, like I'll do it, like fuck.
That's a good friend though.
That is a good friend, bro. He's
still friends with him.
Oh, we're brothers, bro. We're brothers. He lives in Cincinnati now. Titus, shout out Titus. I love you, Ty. So he pretty much shook me and like said, do it. So I literally bought this camera that I have today, an A7 III. I literally spent all my money on it. Done. Like I bought it. I jumped right into just filming, and I wasn't charging nobody anything. I was just filming, taking photos just to give myself some kind of credibility. Cause up to this point, bro, I wasn't filming nothing like that whole year, nothing. So I had to like relearn this camera, relearn color grade, like everything, editing to the style. And I really I spent a lot of time doing it. Every single waking moment that I had free was spent editing and filming every single day.
I already know.
So I literally just dove into that. And then I scored my first job. Someone asked me to film their wedding. So I did. And they paid me $500 for a wedding.
That's to start. That's good.
It is. No, I know. But sitting here, I was like, I was definitely underselling myself. But I didn't know my capabilities and my talents because I hadn't done anything yet. I didn't have anything to show for it. So I did it. I put it together. Bro, everybody reshared that. Like so many people reshared that. I had 20 texts that day asking me to film their wedding. I'm not kidding. So I bit off way more than I could. Like I was just like, wow. Like I was so shocked that so many people liked my stuff like that. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. So that ultimately resulted in, me diving into video 100%, 120% effort. Like, you hear that crackling or am I tripping?
Yeah, no, I heard it.
You heard it?
Yeah.
So that resulted in me just diving into video 120%, giving it my all. And then that's ultimately what led me to here. I mean, I just kept hustling, just kept chasing it. You get to the point where you start realizing, oh, I was underselling myself, blah, 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 blah. Like, you just have to keep doing it, bro.
Keep going.
So
keep going.
That's where we're at now. And since then, I've gotten to travel the country, places I've never been able to go to in my life or ever imagined being able to go to, like California, for example. Gotten to meet rich people, millionaires. I've gotten to meet famous people. I got to meet one of my influencers that I looked up to, Sean Cannell, in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
He had lunch with me. Great guy. Like one of the most humble influencers I've ever met. So
he looks like he should be in a movie, though. He should
Loki
be
does,
an
yeah.
actor. I love that dude, man.
He has a lot of he's very animated in person too.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting there, he's like, "So what do you like to like?" I was like, "Bro,
is the camera's rolling? This a YouTube video?"
Yeah, exactly. But
that's good, though.
Yeah, so that's my story. That's how I got here, and I'm still hustling, still trying to figure it out. You're never gonna be at the point where you want to cap yourself. You
never
always want to grow. You always want to push yourself, put yourself in uncomfortable shoes.
Never satisfied.
Keep going.
Yeah, never satisfied. Yeah, yep. I definitely. We got some similarities in that, but. That's a good story. That's a good,
100%. So, tell me, how'd you get into photography, man? This was a schedule. I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah, I said this. We ain't gonna make this about me, but I'm gonna keep it short. But no, I mean, basically everything that you said, our stories ain't the same. Like yours is actually like how I wish mine would have started. Like somebody would have gave me a camera and like, here is this. You got this influential story.
I know, man. My grandpa. Shout
out grandpa. Shout out grandpa. But no, I actually went to broadcasting school in 2014 at the Ohio Center for Broadcasting here in Columbus. Radio, television, all that, you name it. I interned for the Columbus Clippers for one game.
Right.
Nick Swisher was playing, and they were like, they put me in the control room. They showed me how they cut from commercial break and all that shit. And then I went down to the cameras, and they're like, all right, you're going to run a camera. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Right.
So I ran a camera. Nick Swisher hit a ball, and somebody scored. And it was like, what the fuck was that, camera 2? And I'm like, oh, shit, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So, I dibble and dabble with radio. I had my own radio show in college.
Right.
And I'm like, I went to school. I wanted to be a sports broadcaster because Gus Johnson and Troy Aikman and Joe Buck was always my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if I can't hoop or play football, how can I put myself into the stadium?
Yeah.
Be a broadcaster.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love sports.
Yep.
But then I was like, I did sideline reporter for Columbus State. I did that a few times.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I did that. And I stuttered a lot, so I was like, this ain't for me. I was like, that shit was funny, though. It was funny. I tried everything, and I was like, what am I going to do? So I graduated school. I like doing voiceover work.
Yeah.
I used to pretend I was in the on the radio in my room by myself, and I'm like, okay, this shit's kind of corny, but this shit's kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
Like I would play it, and I'd be like, damn, is that a real radio station? I had to play it for you, but I'm like, nah, I can't do radio because dude was like, yeah, I've been making $850 for 12 years. I said, what the fuck? I said, hell no. Bye.
You can't be doing that.
So I got my certification in broadcasting, graduated, moved back to Mansfield. Got in a bad relationship. She broke my heart. blah, boo, boo. Who gives a fuck? Fuck her.
She's probably watching this right now.
If
They
she
always
is,
watching. Haters are always watching.
I'm trying to tell you, she broke my heart. Whatever, fuck her. But I'm gonna keep it PG and have some respect for women. But no, I started working at Target because that's where my mom worked at, and that was her part-time job.
Okay.
Like she had a full-time job, but that was her part-time. And she's like, hey, I can get you hired at Target because I worked at Sears, got laid off, didn't fucking like it. Some old bitch kept following me.
They went out of business anyway.
Went out of business. Fuck
yeah,
them.
fuck them.
Got to start working at Target, and I had some people that I'm no longer friends with. I'm not gonna speak down on them. I'm no longer friends with them anymore. This is how God played things into happening. But they did photography, and I always helped them like edit photos or help them out with a photo shoot.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, I think I'm gonna start my own photo company. And a former friend gave me his camera, and bitch ass dude was trying to get it back and shit because he seen I was blowing up. But whatever,
Man.
But I was like, I had this girlfriend at the time. Her name's Jasmine. Shout out to Jasmine. She got me where I am. Seriously, she got me where I am when it came to photography because she was my model. Like.
You could just take photos of her.
Yeah, we was at Akron. Sick. We was in Akron, and we just walked the streets at night, and I'll just take pictures of her, and be like, "That's really good." And I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm like, "This is so good," and I'm like, I started looking at other people's shit. I'm like, "This is shitty." Like, I gotta go on YouTube.
That's the worst.
I gotta go on YouTube and figure out how to get good. That is the
worst thing. Well, I mean, it's the worst and the best thing to do because it's gonna drive you to be better, but at the same time, like. Bro.
Yeah.
That's other people's vision and style. You have to find your own niche.
Find your own niche, and I had to, and I did. Like I did the dark editing at first and the little washed out colors. You know, that's the step to getting better. Yep. So shout out to her. We shot all the time, and I started booking people, and then it just took off from there. And my grandpa passed away in 2016. And I felt defeated because it was like that's the time I couldn't get back with him because I was in college and you know he was living his life, and growing up he lived around the corner from me, and I used to go over there, and I always wanted to be something, a basketball player, football player, sports broadcaster. He knew I was gonna be something good, so I was like, you know what, he died, you know, I'm sad right now, and you know I'm never gonna see him again, so turn pain into success. So I was like, I'm gonna make my own record label. So I started doing music.
Oh, okay.
I started mixing and mastering music. I had friends like on the brand. It wasn't like a record label, it was like Rock Nation. Like I was gonna have athletes, I was gonna have all that shit.
So you can be mixing music.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What do you use? Logic?
I used to use Mixcraft.
Okay.
Yeah, Mixcraft.
Sweet.
But I had all the Waves plugins. I had $30,000 worth of plugins. Shout out to Marshall Evans. He gave me
mix
those.
some of my shit for me. Man.
No, I got you. I don't really do it anymore because a lot of the friends that I had that made music, I don't talk to anymore.
Yeah.
And the new friends that I made that made music, they already got their engineers, so I don't have to do anything. But I started that, and I started mixing music, and I loved it. Like I fell in love with mixing music. I'm like, bro, this is my craft, and I'm like, nah, this ain't it. So, I kind of did music and photography, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stick with photography. So I started getting merch. I started booking people. I got my LLC, you know, I got coats and shit, you know. I started working out, you know, because in high school, like I was insecure about myself. I was 130 pounds.
Me too. I was too.
See,
imagine being 130 pounds at 6'2".
Oh hell no,
bro! I'm not. Someone could literally grab me and snap
and
me
break you.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
So I started like life started hitting me after high school. Life started hitting me, and I'm like, fuck, I got to figure this shit out. Photography saved me, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do photography, and it just kind of took off from there, and you know. Like I said, I had people around me that was doing it, and we're not friends anymore because they were jealous. Like people were sharing my shit. Yeah. Like how people shared their shit. Right. They were sharing my shit, and they were like, "Bro, you really got an eye for it." And then, not to sound cocky, but I feel like I overstepped them because like my work, I feel like my work is quality. I'm not where I want to be whatsoever. I'm not the best in the world, but I feel confident in something.
Yep.
And it's photography.
Yep.
And I stuck with that because it saved my life.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Drops Mike.
Dude, that's deep, dude. I couldn't agree more, honestly. Like, personally, I feel like if I wasn't into videography right now and photography, I would have never gotten out of that hole. I wouldn't have ever gotten out of the hole. And being in that hole, I'm very grateful for because it got me to where I'm at now. But if I wouldn't have given those things up that I was so close to at the time, like, if videography didn't step in and say, you don't need that stuff, bro, you just need me.
Right. Videography was like,
yeah.
Hey, Aiden, I need you to get your ass in this camera and get it going. You fucking up your life. Yeah, that's facts.
Get your ass in this wedding, boy, and film that shit.
I'm trying to tell you, that's facts.
Yeah.
No, I feel that though because after high school, like I said, life gets fucking
Get
real.
serious.
People die young. People, get killed, shot, in the streets.
People get on drugs. People don't get off drugs. People get alcohol. Don't get off alcohol.
Yeah, people want to party every weekend, but that's a different story.
And some people are satisfied working a $15 an hour job for the rest of their life.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Nah, well, moral of the story is it saved our lives, and I'm happy that we're here.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to be here too.
So, next question, my favorite question that I sent you. What is your take? Because I got some shit to talk on this one. What is your take on not the videographer community, but the what am I trying to say?
The media community.
The media community.
So just videography, photography,
yes. What is your take on it?
Are you talking
locally?
More so like freelancers?
Locally. Locally. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. You had any bad experiences? No names. We won't say no names.
I have actually. I shot a wedding with this photographer, and she was overstepping me. Like, wouldn't let me leave. Like, she would literally she had like something wrong with her throat or tonsil surgery or something at the time, and I was like trying to help her by like projecting what she was saying louder, and she turns around and looks at me and she goes, "Can you please let me talk to them, and can you not talk to them?" I look at this, I'm like, the fuck did you just say to me? Who the fuck are you? Like,
bitch, I'm trying to help you.
That's exactly what I was saying. And that was not the only time of the day she did that. And I just like, at one point I'm like, I'm not even talking to you, bitch. Like, fuck no. We had to sit at the same table to eat, and she's like just talking to someone else. And that's fine with me, bitch. Talk to someone else. I'm eating my food. Like, don't talk to me. All right, did you need some water? No, I'm fine, bitch. Do your thing.
So do you hate doing weddings?
You know what? I've kind of evolved to the point where I don't hate doing weddings. I still have weddings booked this year, but I stopped booking weddings.
You do?
So
you do got some booked this year?
I do have some booked this year. One of them's in San Diego. That was one of the trips I was taking.
What?
So someone's flying me to San Diego just to
Bro,
do
that's
wedding.
the thing. I'm trying to get into doing weddings, but every wedding I've done is like recommendation or.
Well, here's the thing, man.
Like,
I hate like doing the same shit like every single time. And like a wedding is very structured. You go in, the brides or the bridal party and the groomsmen, they're all getting ready and getting makeup and hair and all that shit. It's easy money, I know, but at the end of the day, I don't want to do something just to make money. No, I don't want to do something because
that's one thing that I would do though.
It's videography 100%, and I edit and stuff, but I mean, let me just be straight real quick.
Do half and half.
Yeah, well, yeah, 100%. Like, this is the thing I don't like at the same time too. There's like 3 songs that people like to use in their weddings. And it's only those 3 songs. So imagine making 20 videos. Oh, I can tell you right now. Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I'm yours. That fucking country. Like, there's country songs. I came alive when I first kissed you. Like, I know every word of the song, and I've never listened to it voluntarily, but I've edited it like probably 10 times. I know the whole fucking song. And there's another one that's like, shit. What? How does it go? The most recent one that I did was this one. It was like, hold on, I gotta play the video in my head so I can listen to it. Oh my God, somebody wanted me to do that song from the fucking Greatest Showman. The song is like, a million dreams I keep it. I'm like, what the fuck would you want that playing for your wedding video for? Right. And I looked at them, I'm like, are you sure you want this for their wedding? And they said yes, and I did it. And I sent it to them, and they go, yeah, you're right. That song sucks. I'm like, you better be paying me more money because I just fucking dreaded that shit.
Right.
Like, people don't understand, bro. You're literally listening to that song
over. Oh my God. That's why I hate shooting music videos.
Yep.
Oh my God.
If it's a good song, bro. I've shot in shitty music video. Look, bro. Man, I'm gonna have to show you. I'm not gonna name blast nobody.
I know who you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah, you told me.
Oh shit, I did.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
I don't want to. Yeah, bro.
BROKE, broke. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't, dude. I can't. I don't want to be mean.
So what is your overall take on it? Like, what?
So if I was to dive into the local people, so these are the people just from where we come from, or even even in this area too.
Yeah.
There is a part of it. There is a part of it where there's community. There's people that support each other, but at the same time, it's competitive as fuck, which means it's low key a fucking slaughterhouse. It's all about who's got a better price, who's got a better look. Okay, cool. You know, if I get on the phone with someone, oh, I was already talking to a photographer. Why were you talking to them? Well, they have this photo. Okay, well, I can totally appreciate that, but do you not like this vision? I mean, it's good. It's just not what I'm really looking for. I'm not going to argue against that. That's fine. But when a photographer steps in and closes a client just because they're charging $500 less, bro.
Okay. That is where we come from. Here in Columbus, I was told if your prices are cheap, nobody's going to book you because they think you don't know what you're doing.
I really wish that were the case, because if that were the case, I wouldn't do a wedding for cheaper than $5,000.
Damn. I mean, I feel you with video. That shit's a lot. But no, I feel you when you say about
Bro, I know people that charge $5,000 for photos. More than that.
Shit,
like $8,000.
I can't even get people to pay $100.
For wedding photos?
No, for photos in general.
Oh.
For wedding photos.
You're doing the wrong kind of photos.
For wedding photos, mine start at $2,000.
Okay, that sounds
cricket.
That's not bad.
Cricket. All I hear is crickets.
Bro,
I've only had that.
Here's the thing. Let me put this into perspective for you. Anybody has the money. It doesn't matter how much money. If you're charging $100,000, they still have the money. And hear me out. So if I had a Lamborghini and I told you I'd give this Lamborghini to you right now for $10,000, right? Brand new. Mm-hmm. You're going to do whatever it fucking takes to get that $10,000 because you know how much a Lamborghini is worth, right? Mm-hmm. You have to get your client bought into your vision and how much you're worth. Because if they don't see how much you're worth and they don't see the value in what you do, they're broke instantly. They're broke. I don't have that money, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know if I can swing that right now. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Who's paying for the wedding? Are you paying for the wedding? Or
It depends on the market and it depends on who we're talking to.
Well, yeah. But at the end of the day, generally, it applies. Anybody has the money if they see the value in what you have.
Somebody wanted me to be at a wedding for 10 hours, and this was video.
This is video. You've done wedding video jobs too?
No. People inquire about it. I'm like, shit, I'm just going to try it.
Send them my way. I'll pay you a referral next time.
I'm like,
I'm not going to do it, but I'll send them someone else.
For sure. I'm like, $2,000. They're like, oh, I'll let you know. Cricket. They wanted me there for like 10 hours.
Time kills all deals, bro. Got to close them on the phone or they ain't going to give you their money.
And I ain't worried about it. Shit. But there is a community, a tight community that supports each other. Like, I feel like, do you feel like you fit in?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I fit in.
Now, what do you mean by fit in?
With the little small community of photographers and videographers.
Well, here's what I mean by when I say I fit in. I would 100% share value to someone else for free. I wouldn't charge someone for like, hey, how do you use this gimbal? I feel like I fit in that way. When it comes to if somebody else is telling me they're better than me or their vision is better than me, bro, I would never say I'm better than anyone else. There's always going to be someone I'd go on Instagram and be like, that's better than me.
Yeah.
But
what I mean fit in is like, so your work can fit in, but like, do you feel like you fit in with who they are as people? Like
no.
That's my point.
No. As people, fuck no.
Yeah, that's my point.
I was just thinking business.
Business and as creators, like I feel like there's a lot of egos.
I'm different, bro. I'm just built different.
I feel that.
I guarantee most of the people locally aren't fucking going to San Diego to shoot a wedding. I'm not trying to shit on anybody. That's literally facts. That sounded terrible. But I'm serious. You just have to
know a few, but
it's because we're humble. We're not cocky. I'm not flashing anything on my social media. It's one of the reasons that I only have 20 people on Snap. It's one of the only reasons why I follow 120 people on Instagram. I'm just not trying to I don't care to see, and I'm not trying to display all of my great moments of my life to the whole world to see. Like it's for my own personal self,
Right. I just feel like I don't fit in because I say from personal experiences, there was some shoots that I wasn't invited to, and I feel like I've been doing this for so long that I can definitely, my work can definitely stand in a body of work with everybody else's. It's just like,
for sure.
I don't know. I see people from our city, and if I like their work, I'll reach out to them. And these experiences haven't been good with people because there was a guy that I reached out to. I loved his work. Like, I'm like, this dude is good. Like, when I first started, I'm like, bro, I want to edit like him.
Yeah.
Left me on red. 3 years later, he's liking all my shit. He's like, bro, what camera do you use?
Wow.
I left him on red.
Wow. That's petty. I would do the same shit. I'm petty as fuck.
Because it's
that.
like,
I would do the
you
same
look up
shit.
to these people. I just feel like locally, you look up to these people, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you first start. And then you're like, damn, this person's good. And then you kind of not get to their level, but you can compete. Not compete, but you can stand out just like they do.
No, I got you.
And then they see you as competition, and they kind of act weird towards you. I don't know.
The
it's
second
weird,
they're
bro.
competing against you, their whole entire motive changes.
Yeah,
their whole entire character changes completely. You could have been buddy before you were doing videography for money.
I'm trying to tell you.
hey, can I come help you with that? Yeah, yeah, for free? Sure. Yeah, come on. You're great. You're awesome. Oh, awesome. Hey, there's this guy who wanted me to do this wedding video for $2,000. Do you have any tips for me?
Crickets. It's like people never want you to be better than them, or I mean, like I can take you with me.
Yeah.
If you my homie,
absolutely,
and we support each other, I'll take you with me. But the moment that you try to shit on me, bye.
Grow together or grow apart.
Exactly, and I grew apart from a lot of people, and I'm fine with that. It's like
me too.
I'm fine with that.
Life runs its course, bro.
I feel like a lot of photographers and videographers are weird because they give their time to certain people. Like, for example, I have a shoot on Saturday. I found this guy. I followed him before. I messaged him. He left me on red. Whatever. Came back to his page a few years later. I still like his work. I'm like, bro, I need a photographer. Nobody's responding. Aiden, I sent like 6 DMs to 6 different photographers. All of them just kind of like gave me the cold shoulder. One of them replied a week later. One of them replied 3 weeks later. One never replied. The other guy, he stopped doing photography, and then this other person just doesn't respect my time. So like, that's what I mean. The community is just like, everybody's for themselves. That's what I'm getting at. Everybody's for themselves.
It really is.
Like I've never been a jealous person. Like I want to see people do good. I thrive off people doing good. I love when people, like, I look forward to certain people posting content. Like
any day.
Like anytime you post something, I'm like, all right, what's Aiden up to? Like, well, let's see. And
I do too.
And I ain't really been seeing nothing. I'm like, damn, what is he doing? But then you posted that the other day, what you were doing. You like, I haven't given up. I've been doing a lot of shit.
I'm so busy. And
I just hope you go the direction that you want to go. I hope you're not doing something that you don't want to do.
So a lot of the stuff I've been doing are more so like bigger production, higher budget stuff, and I don't have the freedom to be able to share the stuff that I do, which is totally fine with me because I'm still getting to add value to these clients I'm working with and their communities and their clients and whatnot. But that is what I'm trying to get better at, is finding a balance between passion projects and work, because I think that there are certain people I brought into my life recently. There's a certain somebody I've kind of been seeing, and she really pushed me to, just...
Oh, you got a little boo thing?
Nothing crazy.
Hey,
nothing
shout
crazy.
Out to her. Hey, turn up. So, no, that's good though, bro.
Yeah. So I told her, like, I've always struggled with finding a balance between my actual personal life and work. Right. I feel like I never had an off switch, and she like looked at me one day and she's like, listen, like, you have to find a way to be able to, flip that switch off, like set time management. Yeah, exactly. And she pushed me, like, literally she'll hold me accountable. The other night she was at my house and I was hanging out with her and stuff, and I told her to hold me accountable to read a book an hour a day. I hadn't read yet.
That's a real woman.
It was like 10 o'clock. And she goes, you better read. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot I got to read. She's like, I'm like, hey, I can do it tomorrow. Like, you're here. She's like, nope, you got to sit down and read.
You got to do it.
So I literally went out in my living room and I read for an hour, and she just left me alone. I came back and, that was it. But stuff like that, like just being able to shut off like work and that mindset and that mode, just to be able to hold yourself accountable to personal development and personal growth, is so important.
So key. Yeah.
It's key. So yes, right now my biggest struggle has been finding a balance between personal life and personal passion projects and stuff like that. And like business and business videos and stuff.
You ever heard of Volandis?
Atlantis?
Volandis.
No.
I got to put you on to him. He just did like a YouTube video on that. He's a videographer and a photographer.
Really?
Dope as fuck. Got to put you on.
Yeah, put me on.
Next question. Only got 2 questions left. No. What is your end goal?
My end goal? I think my end goal really is to have my own warehouse where I have 8 different sets going on, and I can literally do whatever I want with any kind of lighting, any kind of props, set. I have a whole production team. I have a sales team. I have, just outreach people, like on the move, marketing, stuff like that. I have a whole team under my wing, and probably living somewhere else than Ohio, hopefully.
I second that shit.
Ideally, I want to be in Utah someday. I love Utah. It's beautiful. And you can go outside in your back door and have a beautiful fucking scenery to do whatever you want with. I think that'd be awesome. But end goal in mind, man, I think that I want to get to the point where I have a business that operates itself. Yeah. I have a team.
Make money while you sleep.
Right. So I want to be a director. I want to evolve into just a director and a producer rather than like someone that's actually like operating the camera. So I'll oversee the whole creativeness and the creative vision behind the videos. And then I want to retire and I want to be able to travel and just film. Maybe start a YouTube. I don't care. I don't care if anybody, I don't care if anybody watches it. I'm just going to make videos for fun. And I know like, hopefully people will. I think it'd be really cool to be a video influencer, but I want to get to the point where I can travel. I don't have to worry about money. I can take whoever with me wherever. I'm not really super like, I'm not looking forward to like, my end goal in mind is not to buy big fancy houses or, you know, super fast sports cars. Like I've always been really humble with that. Like, you know, if it happens, cool, but I'm not going to like, that's not my goal.
Right, yeah,
my goal isn't to own a Lamborghini.
Right.
I want to achieve financial freedom, investments, all of that, have that going for me, and have a business that operates itself so that I don't have to be in the office every day, so that I can spend that time and get my time back, you know, because I worked really hard. I don't know when that's going to be, but I know I'm going to do it.
Smart man. I like that. Shit, I need to take some advice from that conversation we just had. Financial freedom. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. No, that's real shit though. I like that. I like that. Last question, I will say.
Holy shit.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Come on, bro.
It's this long ass XLR, I bet. All right,
so
we good.
What is some advice you would give people that want to start their own media company, whether it's photography or videography?
I'm going to tell you all the same thing that my roommate Ty told me one day. Just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
Just like dive Nike. Into it blind. That's the reality. You're going to be blind. You're not going to know shit. You're not going to know nobody. You're not going to know what the fuck you're doing. You have to dive into it 120%. When literally you have to have the mindset of, I don't give a fuck if I go broke. I'm going to do this because I love to do it. I don't care if I have to eat ramen noodles. I don't care if I have to live with my parents for another year. I want to do this, and I'm going to be successful. You have to have that mindset. Just sacrifice fucking shit. Do it. It's like
where you want to be.
Break up with that girlfriend that's holding you back. Cut off that friend that's doing drugs and going out to party.
I tell you.
You know, stop watching porn if you're watching porn. Stop watching movies that aren't feeding into you. Stop following these accounts that aren't giving you value. Start plugging into the right people, the right places, and the right fucking resources, and then you're going to be unstoppable. Read books. If that means going to the gym, whatever that means for you, man. Like, you just have to fucking do it and stop saying you're going to do it and just do it.
PPR. People, places, resources.
Yep.
That should go on a t-shirt. Nah, real shit though. Real shit. Man, that was deep. Damn.
I mean, it's true, man. It's true. That's all you have to do is just fucking do it.
That's real shit. That's great content.
Shia LaBeouf. Do it.
Yeah. That's great. Man, it was a pleasure having you on, bro. We're at an hour and 20 minutes.
That's crazy.
That's great content.
Good conversation.
I'm blessed to have you on here. You know, this is episode 3. You know, so we just now getting started. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you so much for coming on. Like I said, blessed to have you on. Anything you want to say before we head out of here?
To the people that helped me on this process, thank you. To the people that hated me through this process and didn't want to see me succeed, thank you. And follow me on Instagram, Shot by Aiden.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Aiden is spelled ADIN.
You heard it here first. Thank you for tuning in to episode 3.
Follow Humble Grind.
Yeah, follow Humble Grind Productions. Thank you for tuning in to episode 3. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and you know we out. Catch me before I leave, grab the key.